Collectively, we have over 100 years worth of experience delivering projects of all sizes. Now, there are some superb contractors in Dubai, but there are also some dreadful ones. Knowing and understanding which are the good from the bad can be the difference between a fantastic, well-timed and well-delivered project and an absolute disaster. The CZ project management team would mitigate almost any risk, meaning that the majority of instances, projects will be delivered on time and on budget. Of course, there is a cost attached to anything that provides great value and quality. But the one thing to bear in mind with a project manager is that their primary goal is to get the project finished on time and on budget. Working without a project manager can often see projects run way past the original completion date and way over budget. So in essence, having a project manager on your side, you should be able to recover the cost of the fees throughout the project. The million-dollar question, how long does a project take? It's kind of like asking how long is a piece of string. What I can say is that if the project is being correctly coordinated and set up and it's been efficiently managed, a standard office, restaurant or retail build should not exceed more than 4 months. By the time you factor in the cost to design and the approvals of that project, all in all you're looking at around about 6 months. A project sometimes can get delayed for a number of different reasons. But the primary reasons that we found historically are typically only ever 3. Number 1, a change of criteria in approvals. For any project, there are a number of different certifications and approvals that we need to go through in order to be able to get the workmen on site and then eventually the people in the space. A change in the criteria can add weeks to a project, unfortunately. That's the first one. Secondly, the variations from the client side. So halfway through a build, quite often a client will come in and say, actually, I don't really like this, I want to change it, I want to move this there, which is absolutely fine, and the client should get what they want at the end of the day. However, you do need to understand that if you're ordering materials in from overseas, you can expect an 8 to 10 week delay or a shipping time. And also if you're moving or altering the structure of a project, the approvals will need to go back in and new certifications will need to be issued. So that's the second one. The third one is a delay in payments from the client to the contractor. The contractors work on very, very tight budgets, and often it's almost what we would call hand to mouth. They don't really make their profit until the last payment. So they need constant injection of cash from the client at certain milestones to make sure that the project can continue. A delay in a payment from a client to a contractor can mean that the contractor is in a position where they can't actually afford to continue with the build from their own self-funds. If you're taking a new space and you have little or no project management experience, then absolutely you need a project manager. Just having somebody on your side to do all the thinking for you whilst following best practices will be the difference between a successful project and not a successful project. Clients are worth far more to their business when they're focusing on their business and not trying to manage a project. There are a number of benefits of working with the CZ project management team, but I'm going to try and give you what I believe to be the top 3. So number 1, before you've even signed the lease, we will come into the space and we will help you design the space from a space plan perspective, just to make sure that you understand and you can see exactly what can and can't be done with that space. Because often pillars and columns that are ill-placed can have a restriction on what you can and can't do. So that's the first thing, making sure you don't make any mistakes with signing the lease. The second thing we do is, depending on the project criteria, we will go out to the market and we will search and find the most suitable contractors for the job. We will put them through a very rigorous approval process. We'll need to speak to their previous clients, we'll check all their documentation and make sure that it's up to date, and we'll inspect their work as well. So anybody that does come to the table for the project will deserve to be there and should be bulletproof. And the final thing is, without a doubt, the actual project management itself. So when the ground is broken and the work starts on your fit out, there will be a number of different contractors that you need to coordinate and manage and make sure that they're turning up on time and doing what they say they're going to do on the day that they're going to do it. That includes the design contractors, the IT contractors, the MEP contractors, the furniture, the civil works. It can be like a circus. So making sure that there is somebody there to make sure that everybody is doing what they're supposed to be doing, that is a huge, huge benefit. If we are doing it, it does mean that you don't have to.